Hello everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I am coming to you today with a little project, a little process video. Suzanne has asked me to show her how to do my encaustic process using beeswax. This is the kind of beeswax I use. I got it on Amazon, and it's little pellets, and they look like this. They're just little pellets. They come in this big bag, and it 1 pound. It lasts a really long time, and it's not very expensive. And I use craft iron, preferably one without holes. Mine has holes, therefore I have to use parchment paper on both sides of my project so that I do not get wax inside the iron. You don't want that. And here's a couple examples of what I have done already that I showed in my last video. And it gives you kind of a glassine finish. Here I've got some book pages cut out to be journaling cards that'll fit inside. And you can see how you can see the book print, the book page writing on there. It's faint, but it shows. And if you don't have that done, it won't show. Do I have... Here I've got some of the same type of paper, and see, you cannot see it. But I printed out some more little envelopes that I'm going to use in my project for Caroline's Craft Tree. And these are her seed packets, and I've had this kit for quite a while. And I kind of wanted to show you the difference in printing them on my laser printer versus inkjet. So you can, there's subtle differences. With the laser, there's a little bit of a sheen, and see, the words are very clear and the coloring is very nice. And here's an inkjet using an Epson 3710, those EcoTank type, and the words are very, very faint and the coloring is faint. But I've never used an inkjet with the encaustic before, so I thought, let's give it a try. So let's get situated. Oh, and this particular seed packet is printed at 5 by 7. This is how big they are at the original size, which, when all folded up, looks like this. And these are something that I'm going to make into a hinge type pocket, so I did them a little different. See this extra flap here? That's what I use to fold under to seal my envelopes. And the colored one that she has here, that's going to be my hinge. Here we can use the book page. My glue book come in handy for this. And I'm just going to glue it here on this side, and then I'll have a hinge with a pocket, and you can put journaling on here and journaling or whatever you want on that side. So that's how I'm incorporating the large ones. But I wanted to show you this kit also, because I think it works well with that Eco Dyed. So let me get those out of the way. And let's work on these. Let's do the inkjet one first. So I'm going to have some parchment and then the project. And I'm just going to use a few pebbles. And I have my iron set at not the max, but it's pretty high. And this is not my idea. A lot of people do the encaustic. And I probably have too many, and if I don't have enough, we'll play some more, but it doesn't take very much. So then I'm going to put this on top. And that's so that the wax does not get in my iron. And then I'm just going to put it on there. And it melts it right away. And I can see through the parchment paper. This happens to be a brown or craft colored baking type parchment. So it has a finish on it. Let's open it so you can take a look at our progress. And then I can move that pebble back on. But you see how it's working? So let's put it back on. And I can just feel the iron when it melts and how it just goes down. And you want a thin, thin layer. So you do want to move the iron to move the wax around. And let it melt. It's kind of nice that you can see so you know where to work. Okay, I need a couple more pebbles. And I suppose they have a technical name, but I call them pebbles. Trying to move the wax in, got it into that corner there, and then we'll melt this pellet. And move the wax around, and then we'll get this corner. And the bottom of this side is going to be hidden with this flap here, but and then I just kind of tilt the iron a little bit so I get a hard edge and make sure it's spread. And let's take a look at it. Now we can peel it up. And I'm going to lay it down again on this side. And just make sure that that wax is all melted and smooth. it's not hot. The paper and the wax is not hot. Let's try. Don't want to get burned. Here, reach that. Here I have another little journaling card. Let's fold it on the lines so that we get our little pocket. And we'll fold the bottom up. I don't have it glued or anything, but we'll slip that journaling card in. And you can see the words, how it became glass-like. And this is what it looked like before we started. I think that's just absolutely fantastic. It's so much fun, and it gives it a real nice smell from the beeswax, and it gives it that nice finish, that texture. It's not sticky, but it's, it has weight to it. It's substantial. So let's try it again with the one printed with the toner, and let's give a try. See what it does if I ink it a little bit. What will it do? We'll just pick the tabs and a little bit on this edge. She has nice coloring on the printable. Caroline did a very good job in this design. It is beautiful. But let's give it a try and see what it does with the Distress ink. I haven't done that before either, so it's no time like the present. I just love that. Look at the difference. Isn't that wonderful? I can't get over it. Okay, grabbing some more pellets or pebbles. Whoa, that's a lot. This tab is going to be folded under, so I guess we don't really matter too much with that. Well, let's find out if I did an overkill or if we're good. So I put my wax down again, my parchment. And put the iron down. If you had a nice iron that didn't have the holes in it, I think it would be a lot of fun too, because you could actually touch the wax, and I bet you it would heat faster. I don't know if you'd have more control or not, probably because you wouldn't be fighting the parchment, but so I'm ironing right on the glass mat. I don't have a ironing protector or anything. You could, but I didn't. We'll peel it up. And the wax dries pretty quick. Okay, I have a little bit of a pooling here. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Yep, all gone. I think I probably put too much wax on it. And the inking stayed, didn't it? I didn't know if that would melt away or dissolve it, because with that Tim Holtz Distress ink, it's water soluble. So I didn't know if wax would affect it or not. But I think it looks great. Here's on the book page. So it's a fun little project, a little bit different, that you can add to your journals. And let's move that and fold it on the lines. And fold up the bottom. And here we have another little pocket. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and give it a try. Here's some of my others that I've been experimenting with. Grab a couple of the others. So I think it's fun. Here's a before and an after. And thank you very much. Have a creative day.